From the University of Illinois Ice Arena, it's Game 2 of an interdivisional square-off between the Michigan State Spartans and the Illinois Fighting Illini. One looking to dominate with speed and pesky stick play, while the other looking to return to their stylistic roots and avenge what was a tough loss last night. Good evening, everyone, from the Big Pond in Champaign, Illinois, and streaming live on the Illini Hockey Network. On the call, I'm George Corey. And let's start with the visitors, the ones that came away with the win last night, the Spartans of Michigan State. Don't let that Division II designation fool you. A signature win last night in this building, pulling away with 2 goals in the third period. They were more physical, they kept Illinois to the outside, and they dominated with the intermediate passes, that 2 to 3 man hockey that we talked about last night. And the factor that perhaps led them in all of that, their speed. So quick from one end of the ice to the other, something they'll look to continue tonight. They'll have to fend with the adjustments from John Opilka and this Illinois squad, a team that played well but was just outclassed by these Spartans, plain and simple. Look for Illinois to try and slow them down, disrupt their timing in neutral ice, maybe some poke checks, some hits, just to start again. You can't afford to let Michigan State get from one end of the ice to the other in one rev of the engine. That, along with the physical play, is something Illinois must return to tonight. Return to your defensive roots of hitting hard and keeping teams to the outside. It's an adjustment that worked in the second period last night, and it's the tug of war they must win to slow down Michigan State and keep pace in this game. Again, the win last night coming by a score of 3-1, the second Division II win on the season for the Spartans, the first coming earlier against Western Michigan last week. That was a Division I win, and now this one against Illinois. The goals in that one coming from Josh Melikoninakis and the 2 co-captains, Switzer and Burns. And for Illinois, there were a few adjustments that worked for them. Defensively, we talked about it. They crowded the middle of the ice. Offensively, it was the centering passes. Atticus Helfer and some more left wingers pushing the issue, getting into the trapezoid, seemed to make the difference and spark Illinois a bit last night. Curious to see if they will return to that as we get into tonight, as the Spartans take the ice. Again, looking for win number 4 on the season and looking for a sweep coming off of the win last night. A team with a lot of speed. They just beat you with that speed, and they look like they're running laps around you at times. So again, for Illinois, how do you slow Michigan State down? That will be the task for tonight. And a lot of that comes with the physicality that we saw them have in those first 2 games to open the season. But Michigan State out-physicaled and outplayed them last night. So the veterans need to set the tone early for the orange and blue. It's been the same starting lineup 3 games in a row, but not tonight. Some new names for Illinois in the opening puck drop, maybe to try and fend off of some of that chemistry that worked last night, and to set the physical tone early. We go down to public address announcer Nick Miner for the starting lineups and the national anthem. Lineups brought to you by Skender, the general contractors behind the premier construction experience. Visit skender.com to learn more. Here's Nick Miner with those lineups.
Game between Michigan State Spartans and your University of Illinois Fighting Illini. And now for our starting lineups. First for the Spartans, starting at left defense from Wolverine Lake, Michigan, number 5, Donovan Mitchell. Starting at right defense from Chester, Pennsylvania, number 27, Carter Bella. Starting at left wing from Vernon, Illinois, 19, Tyler Cole. Starting at center from Arlington, Illinois, 15, Josh Melikoninakis. Starting at right wing from Arlington, Illinois, Matt Melendez. And starting on the field from South Lyon, Michigan, number 32, Connor Benoit. Swanson, coached by head coach James Martin. Illini fans, get on your feet. It's time to get yours. Starting lineup. Starting on left defense from Elmhurst, Illinois, number 2, Joe Doran. Starting on defense from Arlington Heights, Illinois, number 7, Nathan Dash. Starting on from Batavia, Illinois, number 10, Nick Anderson. Starting from Buffalo, Illinois, number 15, Gregory Etienne. Starting right here from Buffalo, Illinois, number 24, David Etienne. And starting away from Downsboro, Illinois, number 33, Noah Woodring. The Illinois season coaches Tyler Local and John McKinnon. Our head coach is John. Our officials tonight are Jeff Bodnick, Ray Tucker, Bert Rollinson, and Brandon Target. Now, if you are able, please rise and remove all hats from the playing of our national anthem.
Starting lineups again brought to you by Skender, the general contractors behind the premier construction experience. Visit skender.com to learn more. New defensemen for Michigan State, Mitchell and Vela. For Illinois, the second line getting the start, Nick Anderson and the Ettingen brothers. But the two stories are the ones in the crease. Nolan Woodring, his first action of the new season, played mostly in relief last season, was better coming off the bench, posting a 3-7 record and provided valuable minutes when Ben Mazurek was chased early. He's getting the start tonight, the first game of his junior campaign, and the 2-0 goaltender Connor Benoit opposing him. Benoit, a very tough goalie to score on this season for the Spartans. Just the man you want to have in goal if you want to try for that sweep indeed. Illinois, again, we talked about it. How can you slow the Spartans down? Something that worked for them well last night, crowding the middle of the ice, protecting against shots from the slot. But you can't do that with a netminder like Woodring, who, at least in his first year with the team last year, suffered heavily against screens. So we'll see how Illinois can protect against those shots tonight as the Spartans begin with the opening faceoff. It's pulled out now to Joe Dorian on the near side. A neutral zone battle for it. Dorian and Tyler Kolb. It's taken away now by Josh Melikanakis. That shot does not go. Puck still alive before it's taken now by Nathan Dash. Dash, a nice crosser to Nick Anderson on the near side. Anderson gains the zone, cuts it in. Right in front, they tried to go to Dash, couldn't get his stick on it. Dash able to get it back now, send it over to the point. That's Gregory Etienne. Etienne playing catch with Dash, now over to Joe Dorian on the other side. Dorian fires one, looked for a deflection, couldn't get it. Having to chase it down, and he clears it. That's Matt Melikanakis. Melikanakis sends Etienne down, gaining the zone, the Spartans do. That's Ben Burns. Burns trying to move in now. Too much traffic in front. Great pesky play there by Nick Anderson. The former defenseman converted to left wing. He showed the defense right there as he had to defend against that one. 50-50 puck battle, pulled out now. Tyler Cole briefly had it. Two sticks cancel each other out. That's Tommy Purton having to chase it down. Spartans keep it in and send it wide. Donovan Mitchell now, starting defenseman, has it in that near side corner, feeds it around to Purton. Purton looking for a centering pass. He's harassed. Puck is taken away by an orange sweater. That's Gregory Ettingen with it now, and he flings it about 20 feet high in the air before going for a line change. Quick pass from the netminder, moving quickly now. That's Ian Chopsky. His shot goes high. Able to grab that one in his first shift. The co-captain, Kyle Switzer, sends it back around. Chopsky, harassed, able to bring it out. Quick shot in, does not go. Still alive in front, tried for a deflection, couldn't get one. Switzer back with it now as he sends a shot wide. Peter Campese has to chase that one down. The top line, right wing for this Illinois team. Pesky play with the stick. Pesky forecheck. There it is for Michigan State. It helped them a lot last night. Illinois had a little bit of trouble clearing some pucks as well. Both were the case. As a turnover right here, right in front, looking for it. Unable to handle it there. Still alive in the high slot and ultimately cleared. It appeared to be Harrison Slovic who got down on all fours trying to protect against what would have been a wide open shot. Good play by the defenseman there, able to salvage that chance for Illinois. Anthony Verassi trying to clear it. It gets back to the point. Matt Melakranakis able to keep it in for the Spartans. Illinois still looking to clear it. Great play in front there by Nick Borchardt to briefly keep it in for Michigan State. They still have possession of it, but it's brought back now into their own doghouse. Taking that one now, sending it around, Liam Cooney. That one goes along. That's Cole Peppelman, harassed by Matt McDonald. Quick shot in front. Dangerous deflection, but a save. Burns wasting time, trying to find a shot. Has one. Deflected in front. Great body up there by McDonald. Another shot and a deflection too high. Another pass in front. Illinois responding. Another chance that does not go. So Illinois is putting fewer bodies in the slot, but they're responding by taking advantage of the bodies that they do have. They're giving their netminder a clear view, and the fewer bodies that are there, having some full body blocks here for Illinois to protect against those slot shots from the Spartans. The Spartans have gotten more, but Illinois has responded with the blocking thus far, 3.5 minutes into this one. They look to clear. It's Joe Dorian backpedaling. Sends it across now. David Ettingen, and back into the Illinois zone. Woodring has to come out of his net to help Nathan Dash with that one. Dash goes right into a green sweater. Another green sweater as Ettingen tries to clear it and does. Pass too hot for his brother David. Brought back in and gaining the zone. A one-on-one chance before Joe Dorian takes it away. He's harassed by two green sweaters though, and the Spartans gain possession of it. Nice play by Matt Cull before it's taken away this time by Gregory Ettingen for Illinois. Ettingen fighting for it. Sticks cancel out with Ryan Goodfellow before it's in the near side corner now. Nick Anderson comes to help, sends it back out to Joe Dorian. Dorian cuts right, moving in on his knees, tries to pass that one around and does before it's taken by a green sweater. Matt Cull again with a lot of playing time and making the most of it in the early going. Dorian a shot, full body block right there from Kyle Lucia, and a beautiful one at that. Making a man miss, that's Noah Egan on the other side, sends it in and goes back to his bench for a line change. Pass taken away right there. Trying for a shot in front, that goes wide. But that does give Michigan State the possession, sending it in Ryan Goodfellow before Gregory Ettingen gets his stick on it for Illinois. It's a game in between the points thus far, back and forth from the near side to the far side along that blue line. Over the last 30 seconds it has been, but now able to clear it for Illinois, Caleb Santiago. And icing call. The first whistle, 5 minutes and 8 seconds into this game. Illinois again has responded by putting fewer bodies in the slot. They're taking advantage of the full body blocking that has quickly become a strength of this team. Gregory Ettingen set to take the face-off along with Josh Melakranakis, one of the goal scorers last night for Michigan State. And Greg and his brother switch sides. It's now Caleb Santiago. Santiago gets some help there on that face-off win. It's taken now to the far side. Bodies cancel each other out as Greg Ettingen looks to clear it, cannot. Some hitting near the Illinois side. They thought that puck had crossed the blue line, but it had not. Spartans have it, waiting patiently. Nice defense by Gregory Ettingen, sent back to the far side. Having to turn that one around is Trevor Graham. Melikanakis there, centering pass, unable to handle that one is his brother Josh. Sent back around to Matt Melikanakis, harassing him, David Ettingen. A fight for it with Joe Dorian, back to the trapezoid, looking for a centering pass, he gets one, and the shot deflected off the stick of Goodfellow. Fighting for it, some beautiful plays to keep the possession alive from Tyler Kolb. Right in front, backhand does not go, and the net dislodged. Now it's Michigan State in the last minute, giving Illinois a piece of their own medicine with a lot of action in the trapezoid and some centering passes to boot. A line change for both teams. The top lines for either team respectively. Switzer and Bogdanov set to take the faceoff. One by Switzer, pulled quickly to the point. Able to pick that one off nicely and clear it, Peter Campisi. Spartans thought about wasting no time, but it's pulled out to Campisi again, a shot and a save made. Another one that corrals right in front and frozen by Benoit. Again, in the first 2 weeks of the season, it was Connor Benoit responsible for both wins for Michigan State entering this weekend. Benoit looking to pick up win number 3 as the Spartans looking to pick up the sweep. 2-0 entering this one, only been tested twice. A third test right there, and he responds properly. Donovan Mitchell moving now. Had a man in front, still manages to get it close off of a few deflections as Ian Chapsky shoves an orange sweater into the boards. Bogdanov looking to clear it. He does. And now sends it back in. Alpi, Adante, line change. Kyle Switzer in the mix of that one, along with Ian Chapsky. Chapsky still fighting for it. Atticus Helfer has it. A 1-on-2, though. Nobody there to help him. He's in prime position to make a centering pass. Now sends it back to the point as the shot goes wide up the stick of Harrison Slovic. Michigan State looking to clear it. And they are able. Nice little fling in there to Chapsky. Tried to get it to another green sweater. That was Tommy Purton, but he could not. Line change for the Spartans, but the pass too hot to handle for Bailey McCarthy, and an icing called. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first period. Only the third whistle in this game. So continued ice time in Ben Mazurik's, check that, in Nolan Woodring's backyard. Illinois helps their netminder there with the face-off, but they give it right back to the Spartans. Cole Peppelman looking to get out, and he can get it out of the corner, but can't keep it in the offensive zone. That one goes in on Woodring. He says no. Illinois looking to clear. They send it back to the point. It's taken now by Liam Cooney. Cooney still has to chase it down, as another altercation there sends that one back to the Michigan State side. Line change for Illinois. Cooney moving quickly, trying to use that speed, but instead he passes it away. Illinois has done a good job neutralizing the Spartans' speed thus far with some plays in the neutral zone. Spartans, in turn, doing a good job preventing Illinois from getting anything going in the neutral ice, as we've seen. But a nice pass over to Joe Dorian, odd angle, and a save made by Benoit. Again, that seems to have followed the trend from last night's game for Illinois. A lot of the chances they did get on these Michigan State netminders, Aiden Klingbeil last night and Connor Benoit tonight, were from distance, were from the point. And the only time they really got close was in transition. The trend continuing to be such tonight as Joe Dorian has to chase that one down. Alpi thought about it, but Illinois will keep the possession. Frank Adante gets hammered into the boards. Taken now, moving quickly, that's Kyle Lucia. Lucia to Nick Borchardt. Borchardt tries to find a better angle. Great poke right there by Nathan Dash. Michigan State forced to tag up. Instead, they'll shove it in and head for a line change. Joe Dorian looking to clear, a little bit slow in doing so, eventually does. That puck deflected off of a few sticks. Adante trying to chase that down. He's sent down to the ground before a green sweater able to clear it. A chase down now moving quickly. That's Alpi and Lucia. And an icing called before Lucia can get his stick on it. So now a chance for Illinois to get the first real set of pressure, or the first real set of shots in on Connor Benoit. 9 minutes into this game. Face-off won by Bogdanov, taken back to the far side. Atticus Helfer shoves that to nobody. Trying to keep it alive there, Harrison Slovic. It's sent back to neutral ice. Nice play to evade an orange sweater there by Nick Borchardt. Now taking that, Noah Egan. Delayed penalty coming here for the Spartans as they take their time. And now 6 men on the ice for Michigan State until Illinois can get a stick on it. Moving quickly now, moving in. That's Josh Melikanakis. Illinois still hadn't gotten a stick on it until then. And the first power play of the game coming for Michigan State. It's Harrison Slovic into the box for Illinois. Power play, something for sure the Spartans can work on. Under 10% entering this game. Of course, although they were 0 for 2 last night, they didn't need it, but certainly something to work on for Jim Martin's squad. And a golden opportunity to do so as the search for the first goal of this game continues. Again, Slovic in the box for 2 minutes. Josh Melikanakis back to the point. Ryan Goodfellow trying to find the man in the middle. They do, and they score! As textbook as it can get on the diamond formation, Nicholas Borchardt with the power play goal. 12 seconds into the man advantage. That was pure textbook. Right out of the face-off, they swing it around. Goodfellow delays a little bit. And then as the Illinois defenseman pushed towards that near side, a great pass into a wide-open Borchardt for a top-shelf goal in on Woodring. Woodring, again, a man last year who struggled against the screens, and no surprise, 2 men right in front of him on that top-shelf goal. So Borchardt credited with his 3rd goal on the season. And the first power play goal in quite some time for Michigan State. A great sight to see for Jim Martin's squad. Joe Dorian chases that one down, has Nathan Dash. Dash able to feed it into Helfer. Helfer gains the zone. Helfer, quick shot, save made by Benoit. Having to chase that one down now, it appears to be Caleb Santiago. Feeding it into Alpi. Alpi thought about it, trying to get it in front. Taken away, no, by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell able to clear it. Chip and no chase there. As Luke Alpi looks to clear it for Illinois, he cannot. Noah Egan with it again for the Spartans. Michigan State's pesky forecheck proving to be the difference on now a few series here in this game. Quick shot there off the skates. And cleared promptly thereafter by Peter Campisi. On the near side, sending that one in before a line change. That's Ian Chopsky. Illinois has to chase that one down, but a man on his 6. Still back in the Illinois doghouse. They're very patient when they're clearing the puck. And Michigan State's trying to take advantage of that as that one goes long and an icing. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in period number 1. The goal on the power play coming just a few moments ago from Nicholas Borchardt, his 3rd of the season. And a chef's kiss of a goal at that. Right off the face-off, they swing it around and find the man in the middle, Borchardt, off the diamond formation. They win the face-off again, swinging it around to the far side. Pesky play along the boards by Illinois, but it's pulled out now for a shot. And a glove save from Woodring. Illinois fans will look at that film again and be thankful at that glove save. Woodring was playing towards his right and had plenty of room. Michigan State had plenty of room on the near side on his left. Really, the only thing stopping them from a goal with how far to the right Woodring was playing was his glove there. So a play certainly that saved a goal for Illinois. Small, but certainly not worthy of being overlooked. Face off to his right now, Gregory Ettingen and Josh Melikoninakis, won by the latter. Trying to move in now, that's his brother Matt. Turnaround shot does not go, and Illinois able to clear again. A quick clear there by Nathan Dash. And again, can Illinois get quicker on clearing the puck? Having to go against the speed of this Michigan State team. Joe Dorian with a quick pass there. Nick Anderson feeds that one in, but it's taken now by Josh Melikoninakis. Josh moving in, gains the zone, moves to his left, force over there to the outside, harassed by Gregory Ettingen. Nice play by Ettingen to give Illinois the possession. Nick Anderson sends it all the way around before going for a line change. 7 minutes, 45 seconds left. Moving quickly now off of that change, Josh Melikoninakis, but the pass too hot for him. McDonald has to chase it down. He gets shoved into the boards. Peter Campese trying to clear it, slow to react with the stick. Over to Atticus Helfer now. Helfer also a bit slow to react, but he has it now. Over to McDonald. McDonald will clear. Two men to his right as he gains the zone, looks to feed it to one of them and does. Campese a shot, save made, rebound alive in front, they score! Credited with the goal, the captain, his third of the season, Alec Bogdanov, off the scrum in front, able to put it in past Benoit. That was a beautiful feed there from Matthew McDonald. He waited until his players triangulated. He was the lone man on the near side. He had two guys to his right, one in front, one behind him. He forced the defender into a fork, forced the Michigan State player there to make a decision. He fed it into Campese. Campese was able to handle it, and off of a beautiful shot, Bogdanov in the right place at the right time. That goal credited to the Illinois captain as much as it was to the sophomore defenseman, Matthew McDonald. Moving in now, another chance there from Campese does not go off a deflection. So Illinois has tied this game 3.5 minutes after the Borchardt goal from Michigan State. It's 1-1 with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in period number 1. That one cleared, having to chase that one fresh off the bench, Harrison Slovic. He and Nathan Dash will get some help from Nolan Woodring. Right on his 6, pesky play. That's Cole Peppelman for the Spartans. Pass too hot there. No icing called. As Harrison Slovic harassed by Peppelman. Another man harassed on the near side boards. That appears to be Peter Campese right in the middle of the fray, fresh off of his leading assist. Taking that now before a line change, Harrison Slovic. This game kept to the outside for the most part, but able to get it out there for a shot for Rossi. Another chance right in front. That does not go. Rossi and Bailey McCarthy combined for a lot of quick shots in on Benoit. Nice pass there from Luke Alpe, gaining the zone. David Ettingen and a shot and a save made. So some increased pressure here from Illinois. They're staying closer. They're playing in bunches. 2-3-man hockey that we talked about in the context of Michigan State. There's another thing from that last goal there from Bogdanov. Again, we saw Matthew McDonald and Peter Campisi. Again, it was Illinois playing that 2-3-man chemistry-based hockey that we've seen Michigan State play a lot of in those first 5 games. So the Illini giving the Spartans a taste of their own medicine just a bit on that goal just a minute and a half ago. 2 players are down and are still going at it back and forth. It appears to be Goodfellow and Helfer. A fight for it at the near side point in the Michigan State zone before it's pulled out and out of the trapezoid. Trevor Graham looks to clear that, feeds it, but right to an orange sweater. And play stopped fresh off of that. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left. The goals in this period, once again, coming from Nicholas Borchardt and Alec Bogdanov. So the linesman now having a word with Jim Martin at the Michigan State bench. Martin wants to know what's up off of that signal because, and he's a little vexed, and from the Michigan State perspective, a little reason to be vexed is Kyle Lucia has made his way into the box. So a power play for Illinois for the next 2 minutes and a chance to tack on one more. Atticus Helfer moving in, takes a shot, a lot of deflections in front. That goes to the near side corner. Again, Kyle Lucia in the box for the Spartans, but they look to use their speed on a shorthanded chance here. Still kept alive, the shot in front. Still alive in front. Save made there, and Joe Dorian has to restrain Nick Borchardt from getting too close to Nolan Woodring. With only 9 men on the ice instead of 10, a golden opportunity there on the shorthanded chance for a very speedy team in Michigan State. They got the benefit of some 50-50 puck battles and some sticks canceling out on that recent series as well. 20 seconds into the power play, Spartans will have a shorthanded offensive faceoff. Peter Campisi looking to win it for Illinois, and he does. Harrison Slovic killing time. Now with a burst of speed, has a man behind him and feeds it to the far side. David Ettingen gains the zone. Ettingen back over to Slovic, looking to reset. A man calling for it on the near side. That appears to be Luke Alpe with the shot, and that goes wide. Still alive in front. No orange sweater able to put his mitt on it until now. It's Bailey McCarthy moving in. McCarthy back to Alpe. Alpe thought about it, now shoots. A lot of traffic in front. Still alive. Rebound chance from Campisi does not go. Bailey McCarthy has to get it again. 3rd time we've seen this. Will it be 3rd time's the charm for Illinois as Slovic sends it in off of a green sweater though? Not only does he clear it, he kills some time. That's Ben Burns moving in. Odd angle, great defensive play there by Slovic, forcing him to the outside. That was a very interesting line combination for Illinois. A bit of every single line. Slovic, Alpe, McCarthy, Campisi, and Anderson as a lot of bodies colliding and no penalty call. You can make the case that both teams almost got away with the cross-check there on that near side. Nice hit there from Gregory Ettingen to keep the possession alive for Illinois. Fed along, now Atticus Helfer at the point. Helfer has Joe Dorian. The two of them playing catch. Atticus has it, sends it now over to Gregory Ettingen. Trying to find the man in front, Bogdanov, that does not go. Never able to get a good chance on it. Great defense right there from Donovan Mitchell. Fanning on that pass there, Luke Alpe, and a clear that ends up right in the mitt of Woodring. Illinois killing some time, is out of the box now, comes Kyle Lucia. Successful penalty kill there for the Spartans with 2.5 left in period number 1. Gregory Ettingen moving quickly, able to get around 2 men as he gains the zone. Feeds a backhand in that goes wide as Illinois gets a line change defensively. Still being fought for on that near side, pulled out now by the Spartans, moving quickly. That's Josh Milikanakis. Josh moving in, feeds one now off the pad of Woodring. That one off the stick of Tyler Kolb as well. Trying to clear it now, that's Patrick McDonough. He's harassed on either side. Able to clear it, but right to a green sweater. Calling for it on the near side now, Ryan Goodfellow. He gains the zone, gets around 1 man through the legs. Able to keep it alive there off the shot. Coming in there was Liam Cooney. No dice there for Michigan State. Illinois looking to clear it, they do. A 1-man show right here from Anthony Verassi. Backhand chance, never was able to get on goal. Pesky defense there from Goodfellow. A minute 45 left. Now it's Illinois looking to reset. Instead, they feed it in. Back to the point we go. Joe Dorian unable to handle that one now. That's Bailey McCarthy. Illinois still looking to clear. Looking to reset, rather, at the point. A 50-50 puck battle pulled out to Dorian. Sends one in. Perfect seam pass, but not a shot that got close. Anthony Verassi has to chase that one down, beating him to it, a green sweater that appears to be Trevor Graham. Graham hit into the boards, and the Spartans able to clear. Josh Melokranakis with it now. Josh killing time, backhand chance that never finds a green stick until now. In the trapezoid now, pass right in front, still alive, a deflection in front, trying to get a stick on it, first man to do it will have a shot. No one able to grab it though until now as play is stopped. A lot of chirping on that Michigan State bench. They may be happy at the result, and they are. It's Gregory Ettingen going into the box for Illinois. Second penalty of the game for the orange and blue, and need I remind you, on the last one, the Spartans got a goal. So Ettingen in the box for 2 minutes. 1 minute to close out this first period and 1 minute to open the second period. This penalty will carry over, however, hold on. Ettingen's not the only one making his way into the box. A late call, a late move into the box. Josh Melokranakis will go in as well. So hold everything. 4-on-4 for the next minute to close out this period, and for a minute to open the second. So now 8 skaters on the ice instead of the customary 10, and with the speed of Michigan State, you could still fairly say that they're given the advantage. 1 minute left in the first, and 2 on what appear to be incidental minor penalties. Off the face-off, trying for a shot there was Ben Burns. No luck at the final stage. Luke Alpe has it now. Alpe looking to kill some time. He gets hammered along the boards. Taken now and cleared, moving quickly. That's Burns. Has a man to his right. A 2-on-1. Burns waiting. Tried to feed it right in front to Donovan Mitchell. Again, no dice for Michigan State. They're getting plenty of chances as we now have 30 seconds left in period number 1. Again, in the box, and it will carry over into the second period. It's Gregory Ettingen for Illinois and Josh Melokranakis for the green and white. At this point, with 20 seconds left, Illinois will look just to kill time, clear the puck, and wait, and maybe one last chance at that as well. Nick Anderson gets it around a few, and it ends up right on goal. Seemed like a lot of those orange and blue sweaters were content with rolling out the first period, not the veteran Anderson, who again has made the transition from defenseman to left wing. 9.5 seconds left in period number 1. Anderson set to take the face-off, won by the Spartans. Into that near side corner, Anderson, the former defenseman, hammers Donovan Mitchell into the boards. A 50-50 puck battle that will round out the end of period number 1. So we will have 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute going into period number 2. The goals coming from Nicholas Borchardt and Alec Bogdanov. For both teams, it's 1-1 after period number 1. We'll be back for the second period after this. Second period about to get underway. The goals in the first coming from Borchardt on the power play and Bogdanov. An even first period, as was the case last night for both teams. So we will see who grabs first blood in the second period, whether it's an increased physicality or an increased quick play for Michigan State. For the most part, Illinois was able to keep their speed in check in the first frame. Or for Illinois, if it's that quick 2-3 man game that gave them their goal in the first. That being said, we will have the remnants, 1 minute and 3 seconds worth of remnants from incidental minor penalties that occurred late in the first. In the box again, Gregory Ettingen for Illinois and Josh Melakranakis for Michigan State. And again, the 4-on-4, you'd think the team with more speed would carry the most benefit, and in that case, that's Michigan State. We will see indeed. Again, Illinois has managed to keep their speed in check, but if they can turn on the jets for the first 60 seconds, first 63 seconds until this power play expires, it may very well set the tone for the rest of the period. Top line out for both teams. Burns and Bogdanov set the face-off respectively. Face-off won by the Spartans. Diving for that is Bogdanov, but to no avail. It's taken on the far side by Borchardt. Bogdanov being physical early on Borchardt, but Burns waiting patiently, feeds that one across the seam to the near side point. Moving in is Trevor Graham, has that go off of an orange sweater, but he's able to get it back after all of that, as Joe Dorian was a bit slow to react again. Taking that one now, fighting for it at the very least Borchardt. Illinois will be able to control in the trapezoid. Bogdanov a bit delayed in clearing that. It may cost Illinois the possession. No, it does not, as he has it, again delayed, waiting a little bit more, probably for the power play to expire more than anything, as it's taken now. And moving in is Nathan Dash. Dash thought he had a man behind him. He did not, as moving in now Goodfellow. Goodfellow looking for another angle. Will send it all the way around to the far side point. Harassed and successfully by Joe Dorian. That one able to be taken away by an orange sweater. Atticus Helfer with the delayed clear. It's still in his own D zone as it's poked on around by Matt Melakranakis. Very successful play here from the Spartans early. Very aggressive on the forecheck, preventing Illinois from clearing the puck right away as both men are out of the box. It's now 5-on-5. Atticus Helfer tried to send that one in, instead fanned on it. It's back into that near side corner. Helfer's able to take it nonetheless. Has hit in turn taken away from him by Josh Melakranakis, fresh out of the box. Sends it across to his brother Matt. Matt gains the zone, but a 1-on-3 moving in. Tried to send it in back towards the middle. Too many bodies in the way though. Illinois will send it back to neutral ice. Now taking it, that's Nick Anderson. Anderson with Ettingen to his left. Feeds it in, save made off the stick and into the netting from Connor Benoit. So again, that speed started to show a little bit there for Michigan State. The speed and in particular the immediate prevention of Illinois clearing the puck. So two factors that bode well for the Spartans as we get into this second period. Face-off between Switzer and McDonough, won by the former. Control still being fought for. It is indeed controlled by the Spartans, but now sent back to neutral ice. Gaining the zone, taking that now, Tommy Purton. Purton has an orange sweater to either side of him, and that forces a clear. Mitchell and Vela. Vela sends that to the near side. Fought for at the near side point, going through the legs of one and gaining the zone. Purton sends it in, still alive right in front. That one managed to get on goal more than a shot forced, anything else. Illinois looking to clear. Bailey McCarthy sends Kyle Switzer a nice check into the boards. Kept alive though by the Spartans as a shot goes in. Manages to get close, but nothing doing there. Luke Alpe trying to clear it. Feeds it right to a 1-on-2 battle. Trying to clear it now, McDonough. He does, where Switzer will reset. A man on his 6, that's Tony Verassi. Sends it right to an orange sweater off of a deflection. Illinois will wait and then feed it in. Near side now, Atticus Helfer looks to reset. He's caught in that corner, but taken now by Bogdanov. Bogdanov gaining a better angle, tried to send it in off of the skate of Donovan Mitchell right in front. Back to that near side corner now. And fed all the way around to the far side. and cleared by Ian Chapsky. The stick of Ben Mazurek prevented that from being an icing. Both teams will get a line change as Illinois looks to make something happen on the near side. Some more physical play from the Spartans. Illinois returning the favor as Alec Bogdanoff shoves Liam Cooney into the boards. A fight for it as well, and an icing called there. 3.5 into the second period. Again, the momentum's still up for grabs. Both teams trying to get a set amount of pressure. Really define, set the pace, that is, for the second period. Spartans continue to make quick work of Illinois in their own D zone. Gregory Ettingen feeds it in, trying to get it through, but an offside call. That puck was right on the blue line as Nick Anderson retrieved it. An interesting thing there, you could see Gregory Ettingen waiting. He was acting very patient. He was waiting almost, you could tell, for Anderson to get there, not just because he had a green sweater and Nicholas Borchardt right there, but also maybe because he's trying to return to that chemistry-based 2-3 man hockey. Again, a lot of quick intermediate passes that gave Illinois their first goal and that have highlighted Michigan State's style of play in this young season. So you could see Ettingen trying to be a little patient there. A veteran move from the sophomore. He's trying to wait for his line mate to deliver something there. Illinois now trying to clear it. A bunch of sticks cancel out. That gives a shot for the Spartans. Tried to feed it in front there. That does not go off the stick of Borchardt. Joe Dorian looking to clear. We have a stick down. It appears to be a green one. Still being fought for on that near side before it's cleared. Quick shot off the body of Anderson. Great defense there from the left winger. Before that is fed into the netting. And the Spartan in question picks up his stick and a line change for both. So Michigan State starting to win these 50-50 puck battles as well. That is something to watch as they spend more and more time in their own offensive zone. Face off to the left of Nolan Woodring. Still being fought for, still right on that dot before it's pulled out. Quick shot goes wide there off the stick of Matt Cole. Into that near side corner now and cleared. That's Aiden Taylor poking it away for Illinois there. Mazurek gives Taylor some help. He looks to clear it again. Back to, at the very least, the point. Has it now. It's Taylor in that corner. Tried to send it in. Unable to handle that one, McCarthy. Now it's Illinois being very aggressive on the individual forecheck. At the very least, delaying the ability for the Spartans to clear the puck. They're increasing their physicality, too. They're starting to return to their defensive roots, slowly but surely on this series. Another hit there from McCarthy, but the Spartans able to control and clear it. Back to, at the very least, neutral ice. Two sticks cancel out. Another man has to get it as an open ice hit, fed off there by Trevor Graham. Illinois keeps it alive. Tried to send it in front. Bogdanoff in front. Save made and a beautiful one. Another rebound chance. That goes wide. What a 180-degree turn there from Connor Benoit, and he kept that from going in. Beautiful chance there, but taken away. Now moving quickly, Campese in a 2-on-2. Feeds it back. Hell for a shot. Great defense right in front there. Able to deny that from getting into the crease. Carter Vela, play whistle dead. And play stopped. And again, the linesman sharing a word with the Michigan State bench. You know what that means. It's a penalty. And the call, too many men on the ice for the Spartans. It appears to be Trevor Graham serving that penalty for Michigan State. So now a golden opportunity for Illinois. And as if Connor Benoit didn't just make the save of his life, now he'll be tested for 2 more minutes. Face-off won by Bogdanov, a critical one there to set the tone for Illinois. Atticus Helfer moving in now to Ettingen on the near side. They're trying to find the man in the middle. Who is it? It's Bogdanov. That worked on the first goal on the power play for Michigan State. Ettingen scores! How many times have we seen that for Illinois? Ettingen calling for it on his strong side, on the near side. And the Helfer-Ettingen connection prospering as it has the last 2 years. This time it's Illinois applying the pressure on the power play. Exactly 13 seconds into the man advantage, into the too many men penalty. Gregory Ettingen with his 4th goal of the season. And what a beauty that was. He has made his money off of those goals in his freshman year and now. You could tell Illinois was trying to find the man in the middle in Bogdanov, and that drew the Spartans a little bit to one side. Ettingen called for it and made a beautiful play. Trying to do the same, trying to make a beautiful play, but getting shoved into the boards is Tyler Kolb. That shove might cost Illinois 2 minutes in turn. It appears to be Joe Dorian or Harrison Slovic who delivered it. No man has gone to the box yet for Illinois. Play was stopped off of that hit. But no doors have opened. Play was stopped, but no penalty called there off of the hit to Tyler Kolb. Kolb was in the air on that one, did not have control of his feet. But a good sign there for Illinois fans as they are returning to their physical heavy play. They are returning to their defensive roots here on the early season. And again, we talked about it in the open. How can you slow down this Michigan State team? One of those was the pesky play with the stick. We've seen them on an increased forecheck here, an increased individual play in the second period. And the second part of that was laying the boom, delivering those hits. We've seen both increase here in the second period. And for the most part in this game, the Illini have been able to keep the Spartans, at the very least, in neutral gear. Some more hits along the boards, 2 against 1 there on the far side plexiglass. Able to be sent in, still alive in front and swallowed up by Woodring. So what a last 3 minutes this has been. First off of a 180-degree turn from one post to the other, Connor Benoit makes an absolute save of his life. Then a too many men penalty and a textbook power play move from Gregory Ettingen gives Illinois a 1-goal lead. Quite the eventful last 3 minutes. Illinois looking to muddy things up along the boards, increase physical play, matching the pesky forecheck of the Spartans, and it seems to have paid off here in the second period. Looking to reset that is Liam Cooney, feeds it along as going down again Tyler Kolb. He is slow and a penalty is coming. The second time Kolb has gone down, he goes right to his bench. He dove to keep that one alive and his head ended up colliding right with the boards. Not a lot of contact there from Illinois. It was more Kolb going for the puck. But it will be Alec Bogdanov who will serve at the least 2 minutes, maybe more, as Tyler Kolb heads to his bench. Talked about it with Illinois head coach John Opilka this week that part of having a very strong physical game is your own players have to be able to take hits and you have to be able to have an increased penalty kill. And last week in the first 2 games, at least against Northern Illinois, both of those were true. Illinois' guys could take hits. They were back in the very next series, and their penalty kill was solid. But the Spartans already 1 for 2 on the power play today, and as Illinois returns to a more physical identity, the benefits of that certainly outweigh the drawbacks, but They are tested here on the penalty kill. Bogdanov into the box for 2 minutes, and the Spartans look to tie it up. Ben Burns with it now. The Spartans heavily shading to that far side. Now Ryan Goodfellow resets. And now it's Josh Melokranakis trading places with him. Goodfellow a shot and a save made by Woodring into the glove. On the first power play goal for the Spartans in the first period from Nicholas Borchardt, it was a play right off the face-off, about as textbook as you can get in diamond formation, finding the man in the middle, that led to a top-shelf goal in on Woodring. They fed it right back to the man at the point to start that series, but it seems like they're going to the outside here instead on this power play and looking for centering passes, almost an umbrella formation this time around instead of the diamond. Goodfellow a shot off of some deflections, and that ends up on the far side corner. Taking a shot there was David Ettingen. And Michigan State looks to reset with 1:15 left on the power play. Waiting for an angle again, and now giving up the puck, Josh Melokranakis, as that one goes to the far side. They seem to have gone back into a diamond formation. Illinois is doing a good job denying Nick Borchardt the ability to gain the puck. Another shot that is deflected and high off the plexiglass. Spartans seem to be switching between an umbrella formation and a diamond formation. They've gone from looking for the centering pass to trying to find the man in the middle. Ben Burns has it now. They're back into that diamond formation. The man in the middle, they get it to him, but too many orange sweaters in the way. Sticks cancel out, and Illinois able to clear. Michigan State will reset. This appears to be a set play right off the bat, as taking that one, Kyle Switzer. Switzer gains the zone, but is reduced all the way to the far side by choice. Looking for a centering pass, waiting, right in front of the shot, and another save made by Woodring. That was a set play indeed, as Kyle Lucia is shoved a few times back and forth. But Woodring up to the task. Really, the only one that has gotten away from him was that top shelf goal on the power play. He was screened. That is something that he fell victim to quite a lot of times, the screens in his freshman year. The screens and the quick reaction time indeed. As the Spartans looking for a deflection there, they will not get one. 5 seconds left, last chance here, diving to keep that possession alive, and Lucia now has to chase it down. Out of the box comes Bogdanov, as it's a 2-on-2 puck battle on the far side. Bogdanov gets right into the fray. Spartans able to pull it out, but right to Bogdanov out of the box. A 2-on-3, waiting, fires, and a save made now by Benoit off to his left. Illinois resets, Alpi, and now the aforementioned Bogdanov shoves it in and heads to the bench for a change. Halfway down here in the second period, the goal on the power play coming from Gregory Ettingen, his fourth in the fourth game of the season for Illinois. It's the Ettingen line on now. Gregory with his brother David, along with Atticus Helfer. As Gregory collides with a few players, Luke Alpi cancels that pass out, but an offside called as he technically made contact with the puck. Not only that, Gregory Ettingen goes right into the box. The linesman holding up his hand and making contact with his right elbow, so I'm tempted to say elbowing, but no official call yet from Ettingen. Greg was involved in a little bit of a skirmish that allowed Luke Alpi to gain the puck right at the point in the Michigan State zone. But either way, the call is Ettingen into the box for 2 minutes. Another power play here for Michigan State. The top line for Illinois getting stressed with a lot of playing time here. The second power play in roughly 2.5 minutes for Michigan State. Nolan Woodring has been up to the task thus far. The Spartans have fired a lot in on him as of late, not just on the power play, but in this second period at large. Face-off win, big for the Spartans there, but it's kept to the outside. Nathan Dash harassing Ryan Goodfellow. Spartans again looking for a centering pass. Back in the umbrella. They're switching between the umbrella and the diamond. And now they get it back to Goodfellow. The top line, too, also stressed for Michigan State, having to play quite a lot. They're trying to find Melokranakis in the middle. Instead, Goodfellow fires a shot. Still alive in front, looking for a seam pass, but that will ricochet back to the point. Josh Melokranakis has it now. And now Borchardt becomes the man in the middle. Borchardt back there once again. Quick shot deflected. Does not go and swallowed up again. That one deflected off the pad of Woodring. Great reaction time there from the Illinois netminders. Everyone looked to their right, thinking it had Karam for a wide open rebound. Not the case though, and Woodring able to freeze it with 1:15 left on the minor penalty to number 15 for Illinois. Face-off again won by the Spartans. They're 3 for 3 on this power play and have dominated the face-offs with Sasha Matveev out for Illinois. Looking for a centering pass out to the high slot. Still alive in front. Alpi had a glove on it as he tried to bat it down. One way or another, it gets down, and 13 seconds later, Woodring stops play again. That's a very interesting play there, right in the crease by Luke Alpi to bat it down towards your netminder. It's a high-risk play with the reward being that you freeze the puck. Right in front, shot does not go, rebound to the far side. That one off the stick of Josh Melokranakis. Josh now takes a shot into the boards. 45 seconds left, Goodfellow resets. Has Donovan Mitchell to his left as a fellow defenseman. Waiting patiently. Mitchell, one-timer and a save made right into the breadbasket. That is now 5 shots in roughly the last minute and 20 seconds, and Nolan Woodring has been equal to the task for all 5. 20 shots now and 1 goal for the Spartans. 2 goals on only 10 shots, only half that number for Illinois. Still fighting for the face-off, still fighting as a lineman goes down. Illinois did win it, but it's pulled out to a Spartan. They're looking for the man in the middle. They pull it out now to the point. Another shot, that one goes wide off the stick of Cole Peppelman. Peppelman's been very physical in this game. He's been quiet shooting the puck, but has still made his presence felt. 15 seconds left, last gasp on the power play here for the green and white. Peppelman has it now, look for a centering pass. Now we'll look to feed it back in. Calling for it on the near side, but Peppelman has it now again on the far side. Pass too hot to handle there for Tommy Purton. It forces a clear, and that will do it on the power play for the Spartans. Gregory Ettingen out of the box and calling for it, but that one doesn't go through. Miscommunication there from Illinois, gives Purton the puck. 1-on-3, able to get it through. Still send a backhand in, nothing doing there. Illinois looking to clear. It's Nick Anderson being deliberate on the clear. That gives the Spartans the possession back for the time being. Some more infighting along the boards gives Illinois that possession back, and now Gregory Ettingen moving in. Ettingen, shot, full body block there, and a beauty from Liam Cooney. Ettingen gets shoved into the boards right there. You could hear that one from East Lansing. As now it's Matthew McDonald, makes a man miss, but gets tripped in the process. Slow to get up, and a penalty coming, a trip called on Kyle Switzer. McDonald took a hard fall off of that, but he'll take that trade. A hard fall for a penalty drawn, a trip on Switzer, and the 4th power play of the period combined. Last time for Illinois on the power play, it was a goal coming from Gregory Ettingen. And who's on the ice now for the Illini with 7 minutes left in the period? There he is, Gregory Ettingen, alongside Atticus Helfer. Nick Anderson there as well, along with Joe Dorian and Alec Bogdanov. So it's the top line for Illinois. Rather, a bit of a mix of the top and second lines with Ettingen and Anderson. And cleared quickly by the Spartans. That one goes on goal. And that will allow some more time to be killed. Already 10 seconds shaved off of this minor penalty. Again, Kyle Switzer, the co-captain and arguably the best player for the Spartans, unavailable on this as he's in the box for tripping. And another gift right there for Michigan State as that's an icing, and that will go back into the Illinois zone. This is appearing to look much like the first power play of the game for Illinois in the first period, more so than the goal-scoring power play about 10 minutes ago. Quick shot there, shorthanded from Goodfellow, and Illinois will reset. And in that power play in the first period, Michigan State had a few face-offs in their own offensive zone. They had a few shorthanded chances, and they really denied Illinois the ability to get anything set for long enough. Joe Dorian gets hit along the boards as it's now Alec Bogdanoff looking to reset for Illinois, turn this more like power play 1 into power play 2. That one kept in very close for Illinois to have to tag up. That was a very close play there. Atticus Helfer sends it in. Anderson, cross, Ettingen off the pad of Benoit. Ettingen looking for revenge, sends it back now to Helfer. Helfer thought about it. Anderson into Bogdanoff. Sticks cancel out as he couldn't get stick the puck right there. Sent back to Ettingen. Quick pass. Anderson a shot. Save made right in front. Helfer again, that one goes wide. On that shot from Nick Anderson, Benoit had to have been playing 2 to 3 feet away from the crease. He was purely in white paint right there. Woodring heading quickly to the net as another shot does not go. Rebound right in front. Another chance goes wide. 0 for 3 here from Illinois, and they've had 2 wide open nets. Meanwhile, Michigan State gets a stick on it as Nolan Woodring ran right to his bench. So another man into the box. All too briefly there, Illinois had 6 on 4. Into the box for 2 minutes, it's Ben Burns. So 30 seconds of 5 on 3 here for Illinois, and then a minute 30 after that. Burns joins his co-captain Switzer into the box. Meanwhile, Matthew McDonald appears to have left the bench. He is cruising along the other side of the wall and takes a seat where he will be tended to by the athletic trainer. His night may very well be done. So 5 on 3 for 30 seconds here. Big face-off win for Illinois to once again set the tone. Pulled out to Helfer. Has Ettingen to his right. Pesky play there from Cole Peppelman to deny the initial pass. However, he gets it to Ettingen. Tried a seam pass right there for Nick Anderson, but a lucky carom for Illinois. It goes right back to Atticus Helfer. Anderson, Helfer. Quick shot, goes wide. Ettingen has to chase that one down. It's now 5 on 4 for the next minute and 30. Ettingen a shot deflected, and it hits the rafters. 5 minutes left in the second period. It has been going Illinois' way as much as Michigan State has been giving them chances. Illinois has gotten chances. The Spartans have been giving them those chances as well. They've slowed down Michigan State. They've managed to play a lot more chemistry-based hockey, 2-3-man hockey. Michigan State isolated them in the first game and in the first period, but they're back. The chemistry is back, and the lines are meshing respectively. It was the power play that gave them a 1-goal lead earlier in this period. Can it be the power play now that gives them some insurance? Spartans able to clear, a minute 10 left on the minor penalty to Ben Burns. With a burst of speed now, Luke Alpe. This looks to be a set play as Alpe gains the zone. Waiting, unable to handle that one, David Ettingen. Spartans will clear again. 55 seconds left. They're waiting patiently in their best interest as now a shot sent across there and a line change. One man goes down as the Spartans applying a lot of pressure. That's Nick Borchardt killing time and nearly giving his team a possession. Another sweater goes down. It's the aforementioned Borchardt. Illinois looks to be patient. Borchardt doing hero's work on what was a 5 on 3, now a 5 on 4 penalty kill, delaying about 15 to 20 seconds there. Campisi with a shot off the pad and saved, and another clear now. Borchardt with that clear. He has done hero's work on this penalty kill here for Michigan State. 10 seconds left. Illinois goes back into their play formation. Last gasp here on the man advantage for the Illini. 3.5 left in the period as Dorian gains the zone, moves to his left. Has Bogdanoff right in front. They look to be in an umbrella formation, but not anymore. They'll be forced to adjust. It's a 5 on 5. Quick shot and a glove save there from Benoit. So now, fresh off of 2 power plays from Michigan State. Now 2 power plays for Illinois, and the netminders of both teams keeping their defenses alive. First, Nolan Woodring for Illinois, and now Connor Benoit equal to the task. Benoit getting some help from his defense as well. They spent a lot of time in the neutral zone and just killing time, a lot of 50-50 puck battles. A big 5-on-3 clear that should give the Spartans life here going into the third period. 3 minutes left in the second. Moving quickly now, but feeding it to nobody there, and Illinois will clear. 3 minutes left in the second period. Spartans looking to capitalize on what could be a momentum reversal off of the 5-on-3 penalty kill. Still being fought for on that near side. Matt Melokranakis in the fray. It's pulled out now to the point. Moving to his right before shooting. A deflection that goes off the shoulder of Woodring. Illinois has it now on the far side. Appears to be Bailey McCarthy. He'll feed it in before going back to the bench for a line change. Now it's Michigan State that is patiently waiting to clear the puck inside of 2 minutes left here in the second period. That one goes off of an Illinois stick. Emmett Joy has to chase that one down. Josh Melokranakis opposing him. It goes back to neutral ice, and the Spartans will reset. On the far side, pass unable to be handled, and it leads to an icing. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in period number 2. So Michigan State has not yet been able to capitalize on that 5-on-3 kill. You'd have to think psychologically that should give them a boost. Illinois had a goal. They were applying chances left on right. They've been in the metaphorical red zone, to use a football term. I don't know how many times in this game they've only been able to convert twice. So something to consider both in the context of John Opilka of finishing those shots. You're very close in the context of Illinois, and as Emmett Joy sends it in now to David Ettingen, Ettingen shoots and bottled up by Benoit. You're very close in that regard for Illinois. You haven't been able to finish as much as you want to, and in the context of Michigan State, with how much pressure Illinois has applied on you, you're that close. It's only a goal. Sometimes you have to take how the game is thinking out of your head and realize you're one deflection away. If last night didn't prove that, you're one deflection away from making this an even score. Nick Anderson fighting for it. A few sticks and bodies cancel each other out. Anderson alongside Chopsky, having to chase that one down. Now Chopsky gets it back to neutral ice, but play stopped with 1:33 remaining. Again, the goal in this period coming on the power play from Gregory Ettingen, his 4th of the season. And that is the difference here in the second period and in this game as the Fighting Illini lead by 1. Top line out for Illinois, top line out for the Spartans as well. It's the captains set to take the face-off, Bogdanov and Switzer, as Jim Martin has a word with 2 of the linesmen on the other side. Face-off pulled out towards an orange sweater, but the carom goes Michigan State's way. Joe Dorian backhands it. Atticus Helfer sends it all the way around the boards, depending on Peter Campisi to retrieve that one as he's hit by Ryan Goodfellow. Campisi and Goodfellow fighting for it. Kyle Switzer there as well. Switzer and Helfer both cross-checking each other respectively. Helfer looking for a centering pass. Right in front. Dorian shot deflected into the netting. Has been a very physical game indeed, as Helfer and Switzer proved on that 50-50 puck battle, briefly cross-checking each other once or twice, and that is something to take away from this game. 39 minutes in for Illinois as well. You're back to what worked for you last week. You're back to your physical identity. John Opilka brought that in. That was a great sight to see and a sight for sore eyes for this Illini fan, this Illini faithful. The Spartans seemed to outplay them last night, and Illinois was focusing more on just adjusting, keeping pace with them than they were playing their own game. Tonight, a different story. Illinois has played their own game slowly but surely. They've kept the Spartans in check as some more jawing and Orange Sweater down. Having to chase that one down now, David Ettingen, good fellow opposing him. Ettingen manages to send that one on goal from quite an on angle, turned aside by Benoit. 30 seconds left, looking to clear that one, and he does. That's Burns, now to Peppelman. Peppelman sends that one into nobody. A 2-on-1, Illinois looking to clear it. 20 seconds left. David Ettingen back to Helfer. Helfer a shot. Save made, still alive. Nobody in front. The net is open. Still down is Benoit, but the shot goes wide. Right in front, a chance for Slovic. Still alive. The goal waved off. The goal waved off. And that will do it for the second period. Michigan State may have gotten away with one there. Connor Benoit having a word with the linesman. He was not happy. He had to go and chase that one down. Atticus Helfer was trying for a wraparound goal, and the net was open for about 5, 6, 7 chances. Illinois unable to convert, at least from the perspective of the linesman. They nearly had one going, and if that hasn't summed up, as Benoit is still livid at the officials. Benoit is still livid. And if that didn't epitomize Illinois' second period, I don't know what did. They had plenty of chances, and they did indeed convert on one. But for the most part, they were in the metaphorical red zone so much in this game, whether it be the slot, whether it be the point. They were firing from every possible angle. And they had really 4 or 5 shots, including that last one, which may very well have gone. It looked to have made contact with the netting, but the call not made by the linesman. Again, Michigan State got away with one, but that still perfectly summed up Illinois' second period. They are so close. They're on the doorstep. This could easily be a 4-1 game. And again, that gives both teams some hope going into the third period. For Michigan State, you're happy that it's not a 4-1 game. For Illinois, you're so close, you just have to finish the job. So both teams in a great position to win this one. As we round out the second frame, we will enter the third period. After this, Illinois up 2-1. Welcome back. What an absolutely action-packed second period that was. The power play goal from Gregory Ettingen, and then really in the last 3 or 4 minutes, dueling back-to-back power plays, and then a 5-on-3 kill for Michigan State. And Illinois was just firing everything on Connor Benoit, one that even maybe had gone in. Benoit is still having words, still sharing words with the linesman as he feels he was heavily interfered with when he tried to get back to the net at the tail end of that second period. But both teams are this close to the mountaintop and winning this game. For Illinois, you're doing everything right. You're getting across. The only thing you've yet to do is convert. You're firing every single thing. You're getting shots off. You're getting good shots off. The chemistry is there. The rebound chances are in front. You're handling the stick well. You're being right where you need to be position-wise. So everything is working for you. You're just not converting. You're that close. And then for Michigan State, safe to say, given that fact, the fact, and two, that Illinois has not yet converted, the fact that this is a 2-1 game in favor of the Illini and not a 4-1 game has to give you a big sigh of relief and some momentum going into the third period. Shot sent on right away, does not go. Back to the far side and cleared at the very least to neutral ice, where it's taken now by Trevor Graham. Graham, a beautiful quick pass across to Cole Peppelman, save made by Woodring. Falling down and trying to get that one as he tripped with the boards, Nick Borchardt. Nick Anderson tried to go through a man, could not. Back to Peppelman on the near side. Fed back in again by Peppelman, tried to get one in the slot, could not go. Now waiting, and sending it across, Nathan Dash. David Ettingen now loses control of it. That gives the Spartans back to possession. Calling for it again is Peppelman as the Spartans keep swinging it his way. Dash with a beautiful play to pickpocket him, and it's sent back to the neutral zone. A few players fighting for it. Illinois feeds it into the Michigan State doghouse now, where it's corralled by Liam Cooney. Line change for both teams, and so Cooney will wait. Switzer, nearly taken away by Alpe, but Switzer has to move back. No call there on Alpe. Michigan State may have gotten away with one there as well. Fed on back around as Bogdanov shoves a man into the boards. That's the already active Peppelman. Moving across now, making one man miss, but he couldn't make the second one miss. Couldn't make him miss, but he drew a tripping penalty, and back on the power play goes Michigan State. That appeared to be Kyle Switzer, who in revenge this time drew the tripping penalty. He was in the box for one in the second. Now he draws it, and it's his counterpart on the other side, Alec Bogdanov, going into the box for the second time today. So this is exactly what you wanted if you're Michigan State. Only 1 for 3 on the power play, but that one is important, and all you need is one when you're looking to tie up this game. They already have a goal on the power play tonight. Can they do it again? It's been a mix of the umbrella and of the diamond formation. They'll look to retrieve the puck here as Illinois won the faceoff, and they do. Starts out in the diamond. They're trying to find the man in the middle responsible for the first goal. That's Nicholas Borchardt. Borchardt slowly moving back towards the middle. They're going back and forth between a diamond and an umbrella, trying to confuse this Illinois fours. A shot from Goodfellow, tried for a deflection, ended up right down below and cleared by Ettingen. Gregory Ettingen gets a break, a line change, but Michigan State trying to make them pay for it, moving quickly in and now sending it back to the point. Goodfellow. He'll trade places now. Nearly losing it there was Melikanakis. Save made there by Woodring. Anderson dives to clear that. And rather than clearing it, it goes into the seats. So perhaps a neutral zone face-off here. Nope, as it was cleared, technically still in the Illinois zone on the clear. It will be a face-off in the offensive zone for Michigan State. 1:08 left on the early penalty against Alec Bogdanov. Face-off won by the Spartans. Goodfellow swinging, moving quickly in. Shot goes wide and into the netting again. So Michigan State starting to live dangerously here on the power play. They're getting closer and closer. They're applying shots in on Nolan Woodring, and they're aiming for the top shelf. Spartans haven't heavily gone to a lot of screens over the last two power plays. That was something that worked for them on the first power play, responsible for the lone goal. Something else that worked for them, quickness and the passing of Goodfellow. Here, Goodfellow passes it to Mitchell. Now they're in the umbrella, right in front. The shot does not go, and a clear. They were in the umbrella looking for a centering pass, and there it was Nick Borchardt who fed one in high on Woodring. Spartans looking to make quick work of the neutral zone. They do. Moving in and on around, and sends it to Kyle Lucia. Lucia feeds it in, and high again. Seems like the Spartans are making a collective effort to try and go top shelf here on Woodring. And that might be because Woodring has answered the call on everything down low, and also because the Illinois defenders have done a great job blocking. So maybe the more height you can get on these shots, the more you can stop them, especially as the Illini try to crouch down. We've seen that a few times already on this power play and on the dual power plays that Michigan State had in the second period. So an interesting strategy there from the Spartans, and they're getting a lot of shots off, but they're just not hitting them where they want to. It's a fine line to tread when you do that. They've been elevating a lot of shots on this power play. Nathan Dash able to clear it. 9 seconds left, last chance on the man advantage here for the green and white. Kyle Lucia with a shot, again goes high. Woodring didn't even have to deflect that one. Out of the box comes Bogdanov, back to 5-on-5. Cooney moving in, shot, and another block from Illinois, this time from David Ettingen. Atticus Helfer, check that, Nick Anderson moving in, tries to get by one man, tries for a centering pass as he gets hammered into the boards and is still slow. Nobody there for that. Still moving with it, Gregory Ettingen trying to feed a man in retaliation, and play stops. Some more shoving. Anderson tried a little cross-check there to try and get back at Kyle Lucia. Anderson with a vicious hit to the boards, and in response, Anderson and the elder Ettingen playing with some increased physicality over the last 10 seconds. Four minutes into the third period, a penalty killed by Illinois. Again, if you're the Illini, you've been this close to converting on the offensive end. If you're Michigan State, you should be happy that it's a 2-1 game and not a 4 or 5-1 game. So an impetus for quick play and a reason to gain the momentum for both teams. Both teams with something to be happy about, as moving in now, a shot and a save by Benoit. Peter Campisi unable to get his stick on that. As a result, back to neutral ice, but Atticus Helfer now able to feed it in. Emmett Joy collides with J.D. Ledmans. Play stopped as it appears that collision between Joy and Ledmans will force a penalty. Who is it on? Let's find out. Ledmans sharing a word with both of the linesmen. Into the box he goes. So a power play for Illinois off the collision between Emmett Joy and J.D. Ledmans. So a chance now for Illinois to go right back to where you were at the beginning of the second period. Check that, at the end of the second period. A chance to go right back to where you were at the end of the second period in applying what appeared to be constant, consistent pressure in on Connor Benoit. Spartans looking to clear. Nick Anderson harassing Matt Chopsky there. Another man goes flying into the boards. Michigan State still trying to clear it. Eventually they do. Woodring active with the stick. Gets it to Harrison Slovic. Pass caromed too hot there. As a result, Joe Dorian forced to the outside. He gets hammered, and a penalty coming for the hit on Dorian. Another 5-on-3 for Illinois. Deja vu all over again. The last 10 minutes of the second period translating over now to the first 10 minutes of the third period. Into the box, It's Ryan Goodfellow, and the Spartans are down one of their top defensemen for a 5-on-3. Not the situation you want to be in for any hockey team. Down one of your best D-men on a 5-on-3. And a perfect time for Illinois to convert. Again, they're looking to get back to where they were at the end of the second period. Constant pressure in on Benoit. Quick shot from Ettingen. Save made, still alive in front and stopped. Benoit getting active physically as he held his right hand up and moved a man back. Again, Connor Benoit was very much livid at the linesman at the end of the second period as he felt he was restrained from going back towards the net on that sequence in the last minute of period number 2. He is still sharing his grievances, as we saw at the beginning of the third, and those verbal grievances are starting to translate over into some action as well. Helfer playing catch, Ettingen a shot too high, and the net dislodged. Gregory Ettingen has become the primary option for Illinois on the power play. Last week, it was Nathan Dash, the man at the top. This week, it's Atticus Helfer at the point, with Gregory Ettingen to his right and Nick Anderson to his left. That was a beautiful combination we saw work so many times for Illinois last year, the Helfer-Ettingen combination. Back and forth they go as Ettingen feeds it in. They're trying for a centering pass. Joe Dorian, the man right in front, screening the netminder Benoit. Shot in, off the post there from Helfer. Ettingen needs to use a glove to corral it. Illinois keeps possession. 43 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Playing catch. Now feeding it in from Anderson to Helfer. Ettingen has a lane, now feeds it over across the seam. Nothing doing there. Bogdanov has to chase it down. 30 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Helfer, in, shot, does not go. And a room to make a clear. Beautiful play there by Gregory Ettingen to keep the possession alive and save time. The shot from Bogdanov goes way too high, and Illinois will reset. 10 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Ettingen, a one-timer, goes wide again. Off the skate of the linesman, a carom that bodes well for Illinois as a man able to corral it. 4 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Helfer has to reset. The 5-on-3 becomes a 5-on-4, and Illinois will reset further. 30 seconds left. Michigan State en route to kill their second 5-on-3 in as many periods in this game. Anderson has it now. They're making Illinois, they're forcing them, play very far out to the boards, but Anderson scores nonetheless. Michigan State had Illinois right where they wanted them, off of the 5-on-3. A man comes out of the box, they force Illinois heavily to the boards. They forced Anderson and this Illini team to shoot from distance. And there, the distance combined with the screen of Joe Dorian was the difference for goal number 3. First goal on the season for the defenseman converted left winger. Connor Benoit still having words with the linesman. He is visibly upset right now. And he needs to make sure that that doesn't translate into how he plays this game. He is visibly upset. And while it is the right thing to plead your case, you can't let that get into your own head. You can't get into your own head if you're the netminder. You're the most important player on the ice for your team. You have to play with an empty mind. You can't be overthinking. You can't be thinking about that constantly. You have to get out of your own head. So Benoit, this is a dangerous thing he's doing here. He needs to make sure he gets out of his own head while he's been constantly complaining and sharing his grievances, some of them justified, to the linesman. Play stopped there in the Illinois zone. And really only time will tell if Benoit can return to how he was for much of the second period. Again, 2-0 entering this game. It's a small sample size, but a save percentage north of .950 is still important to note, regardless of how big the sample size is for Benoit. Coming into this weekend, he was responsible for the 2 wins on the season for the Spartans. Aiden Klingbeil, the man in net, getting the win for Michigan State last night. And Benoit has had his share of the short end of the stick tonight. Again, he can't let it get to his head, though. Really, with the exception of those 2 top shelf goals, he has been a stalwart netminder and played a great game tonight. Moving in, and a shot does not go off the back end of the netting. Into the box for Illinois is Bailey McCarthy, and Michigan State capitalizes right on cue. Second power play goal of the game for the Spartans, off the penalty to Bailey McCarthy. The goal from Michigan State, credited to Donovan Mitchell. Again, we talked about it in regards to the first period. Nolan Woodring was shading one side of the crease so much. Woodring was so far to that right side that half of the net was exposed, half of the crease was exposed, and off of a carom fortunate for the Spartans, Donovan Mitchell with the goal. He's able to send a backhand in. So roughly a minute and a half after the goal from Nick Anderson, Donovan Mitchell responds, and that is huge for Michigan State. Talk about helping your netminder as well. We talked about the mental battle tonight for Connor Benoit. What a big help that must be on the power play. The second goal, they're now 2 of 5 on the power play tonight, the Spartans are. As off of that hit, play whistle dead, another penalty coming on Illinois. Nick Anderson into the box this time. So fresh off of that power play goal, again, they're 2 for 5 tonight. Michigan State will look to get their 3rd power play goal and tie this game. And that time, safe to say, it could have been Nick Anderson that was carrying out his grievances through the physical play. And again, for Illinois, the consequence of being as physical as you are, it's a great thing to be, but the consequence of it, one of them is you need to be able to answer on the penalty kill. They have been tested tonight. The Spartans have scored 2 goals on 10 penalty minutes for Illinois. Can they make it 3 on 12 penalty minutes now for the Illini? We will see. Trying to find the man in the middle again, that's Borchardt. He served in that responsibility tonight. Right in front, coming from the point for that shot, Donovan Mitchell. No dice there. Back to Ben Burns. Burns able to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Moving in. Tried for a seam pass. Karams back to Mitchell. And they will reset. No call. Still in the offensive zone, the ruling from the linesman as Goodfellow takes it now. Playing catch, quick shot, save made from the glove of Woodring. And again, Woodring has been stellar with the glove tonight. You have to be, the way he plays so far, shading so far to one end of the post. And again, let's see if the Spartans screen him. That first power play goal, it was a screen in particular, the screen and the quick passing from Michigan State that really hurt him. Quick clear here from Luke Alpe. That'll kill some more time. A minute 15 left on the minor to Anderson. Minute 15 left on the minor and 11 minutes, 15 seconds left on the power play. Moving with a burst of speed, getting through one man is Goodfellow. Save made right there from Woodring. And a goal! Woodring has been playing stellar, but that one was pretty much his fault. Ben Burns with the goal. Burns, much like Gregory Ettingen for Illinois last night, just fired it there. The carom came his way, he just fired it. And the top shelf goals have continued to hurt Nolan Woodring and Illinois in this game as it's tied back up. And Michigan State, all 3 of their goals coming on the power play tonight. All 3 of the goals for Michigan State coming on the power play tonight. And that goal in particular from Burns, teaching all of us that any moment can be a scoring opportunity in this game. Illinois a bit slow to react as well. Nobody remotely in the area screening Burns right on the onset as that shot goes high. Burns just wrapped it around in an attempt, as that one is iced, he just wrapped it around in an attempt to get it close. Again, throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. Something we'll see a lot from Gregory Ettingen for Illinois. There we saw it from Burns, and again, a power play goal. And the game tied with 10 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third period. 2 in this period from Mitchell and Burns as another wrap shot, this time from Ian Chapsky. 2 in this period for the Spartans, 1 from Nick Anderson for Illinois. An up and down period for Anderson as well, as he's the man responsible for the penalty that caused the second goal for Michigan State. Having to chase that one down, Kyle Switzer. Opposing him, Nathan Dash. Some sticks cancel each other out. Back to the boards, Illinois able to clear. Halfway down here through the third period, Illinois has scored 1. The Spartans have answered with 2 consecutive. And with a burst of speed, they're looking for 1 more as a shove in there does not go. 2 green sweaters collide. Now Illinois looking to move quickly on the other side. Cross-ice pass, Atticus Helfer goes through 1 man, unable to handle it and going down there, but no penalty called. That was Tony Verassi for Illinois. Pass too hot to handle there for Goodfellow as Verassi got tripped up there. Great defense there from Alpi. Some more sticks cancel each other out. Once again, that happens. Trying to fight for it. Pulled out. Shot goes wide off the stick of Josh Milikidanakis. Trevor Graham and Verassi back there fighting for it. Graham is still down, still able to make something happen go and feed it to one of his line mates. Moving in now, Ryan Goodfellow makes 1 man miss but gets shoved down in a nice defensive play there by Bailey McCarthy to prevent a point-blank chance. Sticks cancel each other out once again before it's cleared around by Harrison Slovic. 9 minutes left in a tied third period. Caleb Santiago tried for a centering pass, couldn't get one. Now the Spartans moving on the other side, moving to his right, but an offside called there as perhaps a little too eager was Tyler Cole. Good to see Cole back in the game after taking a hard hit, 2 hard hits rather, earlier in this one. So now if you're an Illinois fan, you have to be thinking this game should have easily been 4-1, 5-1 with how many chances we were getting in on the Michigan State netminder, Connor Benoit, in the second period. You're an Illinois fan, this has to be frustrating for you. You're thinking we should have been up by 4 goals. Instead, it was a 3-1 game, a 2-1 game going into the third period, and you gave the opponent life with 2 power plays that have allowed the Spartans to tie up this game. It's now 3-3 as we get close to the 8-minute mark here in the third period. A 50-50 puck battle for it. Pulled out now to David Ettingen. Has it pickpocketed from him, now taken by Ben Burns, one of those goal scorers. Burns nearly loses it. Still alive, in front, centering pass, and before that one went in the back of the net, the whistle was blown. Unclear as to why. Now it is clear the net was dislodged, and that stopped a goal from Michigan State. A lot of what-ifs in this game for both teams. What if that goal had gone in? What if that goal at the tail end of the second period was called a goal for Illinois? What if that one that went in was called? Meanwhile, what if the whistle wasn't stopped? What if play had been blown dead against Connor Benoit when he was hamstrung late in the second period? A lot of what ifs in this game for both teams, and a lot of shots fired consecutively on both ends. It has been bits of boring followed by quick moments of horrifying and apt description for both netminders. 7.5 left in period number 3. Atticus Helfer looks to clear. He's the lone orange sweater in the area. Looking to turn around, able to make a man miss. Still has it, in front, still alive in front, still being fought for and turned aside. Atticus Helfer with a beautiful play there, a 1 against 3, able to make something out of nothing. Now trying to do the same thing, Noah Egan, he has it stripped from him. Harrison Slovic looks to clear, the pass goes awry, but Bogdanov able to send it back to neutral ice. Moving quickly now, some quick intermediate passes, a strength of this Michigan State team as they manage to get it on goal. 6 minutes, 59 seconds left. Line change for Illinois. So the momentum's still in the Spartans' favor after scoring 2 unanswered goals. Again, all 3 of theirs have come on the power play. And if you're John Opilka, you have to be stressing to your team, still be physical because it's helped, but play a clean game if you can. The last thing you want to do is give the opponent life, and you gave them 2 chances to score, down 3-1, and they cashed in on both. Looking for a centering pass, it goes back out to the point. So, Illinois, understandably, if they're a bit lax on the physical play, as that one fed on in and into the netting. That pass off the stick of Matt Cole, nobody there to receive it. So, if you're Illinois, if you're Illinois in this one, understandably, if you're playing a little bit lax, but that also bodes into Michigan State's favor. So it's the lesser of 2 evils. Do you play physical and risk a penalty, or are you more lax, knowing how well Michigan State has been on the power play? So far, the adjustment seems to be a little bit of the former. Michigan State is sending them in, and Illinois is crowding the slot in response. Atticus Helfer with a shot, save made off the pad. Cross ice feed goes off the skate of Lucia. He has to feed that one back. And that kills more time in the Michigan State zone. Lucia with it. Tries to go around Harrison Slovic. Still trying for it. Alec Bogdanov trips it around before he's harassed. Slovic trying for it. It goes right to a green sweater. Man falls down, no penalty. That was Tommy Purton trying to draw the trip. Purton has it now, moves to his left, makes one man miss, makes another, but not the third man. Still alive in the high slot. 2 sticks cancel each other out. Slovic using the hands to try and clear that one, and he does. Line change for Illinois. Ryan Goodfellow now gaining the zone. Ian Chapsky. Chapsky sends that one around where it will be taken back towards the point. Able to be kept in by the Spartans. A nice play indeed. Switzer goes around one man, tried to feed it in. Back to a green sweater and a shot. Save made, deflected by Woodring. Now it's Illinois' turn. Nick Anderson tries to get around a man, but David Ettingen didn't see the puck. A chip and no chase, and a line change from Michigan State. Inside of 5 minutes in a tie game now as Emmett Joy feeds that one in. Now it's Illinois' turn for a line change. Spartans send it to the near side. Joe Dorian had to get it, but now it's taken by Tyler Kolb. Kolb fighting for it. Dorian harasses him. That gives Illinois the puck temporarily. Still being fought for, however. Dorian. Who will get to it first? Verasi or John Stoit-Saidi seeing some of his first playing time? The answer, Verasi. Illinois looking to clear, they do. Bailey McCarthy, and now in neutral ice. Dorian has 2 green sweaters right there as he tries to clear it. Michigan State doing a great job keeping things on their end of the ice here in the last 2 or so minutes as we've dawned upon 4 minutes left in regulation. Illinois gets the benefit of that carom. Verasi into the boards. Still being fought for on that near side, a 50-50 puck battle. Coming to help is Josh Melakrinakis. Aiden Taylor near there as well. Melakrinakis pulls it out. And a chase down for it between Slovic, Joy, and Tyler Kolb. Can the Spartans keep it in? No, they cannot. Illinois feeds it back to the other side and goes for a line change. 3.5 left in a tied hockey game. Able to clear it, and doing so nicely is Peter Campisi. Has a man to his left, but a nice poke check right there from Cole Peppelman. Line change for the Spartans. Can Illinois move quickly? Dorian gains the zone. Shot, and a save made there. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left. Neither team has had a long period of sustained time since that third Michigan State goal in their own offensive zone. It's been back and forth. Michigan State has had the slight upper advantage, the slight upper hand when it comes to preventing Illinois from clearing the puck. But now the first face-off in the offensive zone for Illinois in quite a long time. Can they capitalize? Puck goes right to the Spartans, and that answer is a resounding no. Peppelman moving in, tried to make Bogdanov miss, could not, but still able to get the puck back nonetheless. Odd angle in that corner. Bogdanov and Dorian try to clear it for Illinois. They get it back to the point. That one still manages to go in on goal and frozen by Woodring. Two and a half left. And again, 2 goals in this period to tie it up from Michigan State. All 3 have come on the power play. Power play is the last thing you want here if you're Illinois. Face-off won by Gregory Ettingen, sent to that corner. It's Josh Melikanakis trying to keep it alive as that went on net and frozen again by Woodring. Nolan Woodring, really only one of them was his fault tonight, and that was that third goal. Nobody remotely in the area. He has played a pretty stellar game, as has Connor Benoit on the other side. And again, we talked about the mental battle for Benoit. As that one pulled out, a man right in front trying for it, still alive and frozen again. We talked about it, the mental battle for Connor Benoit. He hasn't really had a lot of big tests applied to him since those 2 goals. So I think time is his greatest friend here, in the fact that maybe some of those tensions that occurred at the end of the second period have since calmed down a little bit, and he's able to return his primary focus of net minding. Still alive in front. Sticks cancel each other out. That's Campisi and Peppelman. Sent back out. Shot deflected, alive in front. Able to keep that there. Luke Alpe. Atticus Helfer looks to clear. Again, sticks cancel each other out. Harrison Slovic. Peppelman keeps it alive. Peppelman harassed by Helfer on his 6. Peppelman able to keep it alive. Still through. Still alive in front. And frozen by Mazurek as Peppelman crashes into him. Bogdanov doesn't like that. Now we're inside of 2 minutes. And since that goal from Michigan State, really since the 3.5 minute mark, it is the Spartans who have been applying sustained pressure in on Illinois. Again, a face-off in the Illinois zone. Spartans have been applying consistent pressure in on the Illini in this one. Matt Cole sends Atticus Helfer into the boards. Illinois able to clear. David Ettingen trying to chase that one down. Upper hand to the Spartans, though, as it's in neutral ice. Trying to poke it in, they cannot. Sent back around, and Cole will send that. 1 minute and 25 seconds left in a tie game. David Ettingen to his brother Gregory. Backhand chance, trying to get close. David tried for a centering pass. Still alive. David playing catch with Gregory in the slot right there. David pulls it out. That does not go. David and Gregory playing catch. That looked to be lethal, as Alfie cannot keep the possession alive. Inside of 1 minute now, Joe Dorian sends it in. Shot from Ettingen, full body block, and a beautiful one right there from Liam Cooney. Still alive in front. Spartans have it with numbers. 2-on-2, trying to make a man miss there. still alive, right in front, and the shot does not go off the stick of Kyle Lucia. Illinois able to clear. 35 seconds left. Last line change of regulation for the Illini. Fed on into the point. Fired and wide. 20 seconds left now. Goodfellow corrals that. He sends it in. Throw it at the wall and see what sticks. It's worked in this game for a goal for Michigan State, but not that time. .1 on the clock. And it has been all Michigan State over roughly these last 4 minutes. This face-off win will define if that trend can continue. One indeed by the Spartans. Quick shot, deflection, but still in a beautiful save made by Woodring. 10, 9, 8. Goodfellow with it now. Last chance in regulation for the Spartans. They want to avoid a turnover. Still alive, fighting for it, and that will round it out. We have overtime. You have to be so thankful, if you're Michigan State, that this has proceeded into at least an extra 5 minutes. We talked about it when Illinois had a 2-1 goal lead at the end of the second period, how it should easily could have been 4-1, 5-1, a puck that went in that was called back by the linesman. This could have easily been a 4-1, 5-1 game in favor of Illinois. They were doing every possible thing right to set themselves up. They just weren't converting. Then on the other end, a goal from Nick Anderson in the third period to expand it to a 3-1 lead, followed by 2 power plays, and the Spartans convert on both. So for Illinois now Illinois is the one that is in a bit of a tough headspace, because this game should have easily been put away early, the way we were talking about, but 2 power play goals, you gave the opponent life, they converted on both, and in the last 4 minutes, it has been all Michigan State sustaining pressure on Illinois, and now will the Spartans' greatest weapon, their speed, come into play in this 3-on-3 overtime period. Last night, they beat Illinois with their speed. They looked like they were lapping Illinois back and forth, and that speed in turn helped with every possible thing as the play is stopped. Their speed last night, it aided in every facet. Physicality, poke checks, forcing turnovers, setting up shots. They just beat Illinois with their speed, and now it's a prime opportunity for them to return to their fast-minded ways in this 3-on-3 overtime. It's fought for on the near side boards. Bogdanov for Illinois. Pulled out to Bogdanov. It's Bogdanov, Alfie, and Helfer for Illinois. Opposing him, Burns, Borchardt. As Bogdanov goes in and the shot goes wide, Burns, Borchardt, and Donovan Mitchell for the Spartans. Borchardt has it now, a man to his left, odd angle, right in front, but fanning on the shot, Donovan Mitchell. That's one he's going to want to have back. Now a 2-on-1. Over to Bogdanov, wide open lane, still in front, still alive, and fed on back to the trapezoid. Great stick play right there by Ben Burns. That was half luck and half skill as to where that one dropped onto the ice. Fresh off a line change, Slowick a shot, that goes wide. Michigan State tried to kill some time on clearing the puck, but it might give Illinois the possession back. David Ettingen can't handle it. The Illini have to tackle up. David loses that one. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the overtime period. Line change for the Spartans. Moving to his left now, Josh Melikanakis. Melikanakis looking for some help, looking for someone to pass it to, and that seam pass goes too far. Goodfellow harassed by Slowick. Spartans still able to keep it alive, but the centering pass goes too far. Illinois goes for a line change. They were going for a line change until that. Falling down to prevent that shot, David Ettingen, and a beauty right there. Great awareness there from Illinois to call off the line change. As David has to go to the bench. A man takes his place. Moving in, Slovic. Waiting, has it pickpocketed from him. And a beautiful steal from Josh Melikodanakis. And a point-blank chance now. The shot. Save made by Woodring. That shot off the stick of Goodfellow. Spartans still able to keep it alive. Moving in, and swallowed up. No, it's still alive right in front. And the Spartans will have to tag back up. Woodring tried to swallow that one up before it could get back to the trapezoid, was unsuccessful in doing so, but Illinois will still have a bit of time as the Spartans look for a line change here. Abbreviated line changes for both teams, moving to his right, and a shot, and a save made from Woodring there off the stick of Cole Peppelman. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left in the overtime period. Exhaustion on both benches with how quick this period has gone. You can make the case that that favors Michigan State with this speed, but so far both teams have gotten chances on the opposing netminder. So pretty much equal. It's just a matter of circumstance as to who might convert, but Illinois could also turn to a set play here. Instead, it's Joe Dorian just killing time, moving around. Now over to the near side. Dorian. Now Bogdanov. Shot from Bogdanov. Save made off the chest. Helfer has it. Helfer moving in. Gets some help from Bogdanov and looks to reset. Harassed by Cole Peppelman. Kept to the boards. Helfer harassed very nicely by Peppelman, forces him to give up the puck, and a successful turnover there for Michigan State. Moving quickly on the left side, Liam Cooney, as a few players collide. Right there, though, to take that one, Alec Bogdanov with 1:30 to go. Bogdanov, Helfer, Dorian. Illinois will slow it down. Again, we talked about it. Play your game, your playing style. Slow it down as the Dorian shot goes wide. Slow it down versus speed it up. Spartans are going to want to speed it up and cater to their quick-minded play. Nick Anderson able to take that down. Anderson goes down, but no call. Much to the chagrin of the fans. Back and forth we go, as it appears to be Nick Anderson who is down. Peter Campisi did not like that no penalty was called on that original altercation. Anderson is still down. The players have to be separated, and the linesmen are convening on the Michigan State bench. Anderson is still down, the trainer coming out to take care of him. This is a much more common sight for Illinois games now. These first 4 games for the Illini, again, it's a consequence of being a more physical team on the season, is you have to be able, your own guys have to be able to take hits, and sometimes that can hurt. Mark Mustanas still out for this team after taking a hit last week. We haven't seen much of Sasha Matveev as well. Nick Anderson may be player number 3 on that list as he rises and is helped to the bench. But what an absolute great game Anderson has had with the goal, the power play goal for Illinois. Very involved, really his only blemish, forcing the penalty that gave Michigan State one of their power play goals. So Anderson has been very involved for this team. And he will perhaps spend the rest of the night on the bench. 1:05 left in overtime. And we have yet to see if a call is made as to if there's any penalty there. The first altercation occurred, and then a second, and it was the second that forced Anderson to go down. It appeared that on that first one that Nick Anderson got a little corkscrewed, and then the second altercation causes the injury. So play set to resume again, and we talked about it. Can Michigan State go quick, or can Illinois slow them down? Who will control the pace with 1 minute left in overtime? Spartans reset, 50 seconds left. It's Mitchell, Josh Melikodanakis, and Ben Burns. Opposing them, David Ettingen, Nathan Dash, and Gregory Ettingen. moving in, making Ettingen miss. Right in front, a chance, still alive, but they can't get stick to puck. Two golden opportunities there for the Spartans, but they couldn't convert as Gregory Ettingen gains the zone. Has David to his left, will feed it to him. David back to Gregory. 20 seconds left in the overtime period. Dash trying to get through the lane, but kept to the outside quite nicely by Donovan Mitchell. A man hit along the boards as we have 15 seconds left. Cleared. A chance now for Michigan State. Right in front, still in front, and a save by Woodring. That was Josh Melakranakis. And the second 1-on-0 chance in the overtime period for Michigan State. Again, really only one blemish on the night for Nolan Woodring, that third power play goal. Everything else, he has been absolutely stellar. 5 seconds left, last chance for the Spartans to put up some pressure here. 50-50 puck battle will again end overtime. So now Illinois has managed to avoid the speed bug. The Spartans played fast, and it led to plenty of wide open chances in on Nolan Woodring. The netminder bailed his team out for Illinois, and so now you've avoided the speed bug. Now it goes from a test of speed and chemistry to a test of individual might. Which netminder will blink first? Which player who takes the puck will force the netminder to blink first, whether it's a top shelf goal and the netminder is frozen there, whether it's a sweet little move to force the goaltender to one side. Whatever it is, who can cause the other to blink first? That is the central question behind a shootout. And again, for Illinois, we talked about it. You shouldn't have had to be in this position. Up 3-1 at a period. We talked about at the end of the second how it should have been, could have easily been a 4-1, 5-1 game. Here you find yourself fighting to avoid going to 500 and losing your second game in a row against an up-and-coming Division II team. So how do you avoid that mental bug? You have to just shove it out. You just have to forget about it. Save it for the film room. Save that mental bug for when you're reviewing the game. And just think of it right now. Tie ball game in a shootout now. Both teams will get 3 chances to force the other netminder to blink. Joe Dorian, the first man to take it for Illinois, moves to his left, now goes back into the slot. High shot does not go, and a save there from Benoit. Now who will it be for Michigan State? It's the captain, Brent Burns. Check that, Ben Burns, to take it now. Burns again moves to his left, waits, patient, tries to go high. It ends up in the netting. Neither team has yet to put one in the back of the netting. 6 goals combined have been scored in this game, but that has still been the story of this game in the most part. A lot of chances for either team. 39 shots for the Spartans, 31 for the Illini. Not a lot have gotten through, so this shootout remaining true to the theme of the game. Can Gregory Ettingen get one in? No, he cannot. And now a golden opportunity here for the Spartans. You'd force Illinois into a stranglehold with a goal right here. It's Josh Melakranakis. Tries to go around Woodring, cannot. Had enough juice on the backhand, but didn't have enough power, and Woodring able to stop. So now Illinois with a chance to reverse things and apply a stranglehold on Michigan State. It's Atticus Helfer, the defenseman turned left wing, with a chance to do just that. Helfer with a burst of speed, now slows down, right through the 5-hole. He scores! And there it is, Now Michigan State is in a stranglehold. You don't score here, the game is over. Nick Borchardt, the man responsible for the first power play goal, a very speedy player, taking his time now, ebbing and flowing back and forth, moving in, it's wide, and the game is over. The Fighting Illini survive. And what was a challenge in all facets this weekend from the Michigan State Spartans. After a third period, they want to forget. And an overtime period with a lot of close calls. It's Atticus Helfer that puts it away in the shootout to finish things. That was a very interesting final goal, too. Helfer, a good shooter of the puck from the point, and that goes back to his time as a defenseman. Never really seen him shoot from right in front. He waited, and despite what was a pretty good game, and at times, too, a tough game from Connor Benoit, that was the icing on not a very tasteful cake for Benoit in this game. That goal went right through the 5-hole. So Illinois survives a game that could have easily been a runaway, tied by the Spartans, and they hold on in a shootout. 4-3, the final. Goals again coming from Bogdanov, Ettingen, Anderson, and the shootout winner from Helfer for Michigan State, all three on the power play. Borchardt, Mitchell, and Burns. We will be back next week, next Saturday night, when Illinois takes on Purdue Northwest as part of a home-on-home series that sees them going to Hammond, Indiana for their first road game Friday night. Spartans, their next game, not until 3 weeks from now. Game 1 of a 4-game homestand against the Michigan Wolverines of all teams. But for now, what a fun Division I, Division II matchup this was. Jim Martin, the head coach for 23 seasons for the Spartans, has put his team in the top of the Division II ranks. They won a game against an up-and-coming D1 program, but the D1 team responds tonight, moving to 3-1 on the season. For all of us in the broadcasting crew, this is George Corey saying so long from Champaign, Illinois. The orange and blue survive against the green and white in what was an absolute thriller of a game. See you next week.